Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss about module number 1, that is Introduction to Power System, Overhead Transmission Lines and Overhead Line Insulators. Here we are going to discuss about a concept called effect of ice and wind pressure. So effect of ice and wind pressure. To discuss about that effect of ice and wind pressure, that is effect of ice mathematically expressed as W suffix I, and effect of wind pressure mathematically expressed as W suffix W. So to discuss about that overall effect, that is effect of ice and wind pressure at a time on the conductor, let us consider or assume W is equal to weight of the conductor itself acting vertically downward direction, and Wi is nothing but weight of ice acting vertically downward direction, and W suffix W is nothing but wind force acting horizontally towards to touch the conductor. Therefore, the total weight acting on the conductor is the vector sum of horizontal force and vertical force which are acting downward direction as shown in figure. Look at this figure. In this figure, if you look at here, W plus Wi, W is nothing but weight of the conductor and W suffix I is nothing but weight of ice acting or weight of ice coated on the conductor which is acting vertically downward direction. Therefore, these both are acting downward direction, so that's why we are going to sum the weight of the conductor and weight of the ice which is coated on this conductor. Therefore, the overall weight on the conductor is because of weight of the conductor and weight of ice of the conductor, that is mathematically expressed as W plus Wi. And one more force which is acting on the conductor, that is because of wind pressure. The wind pressure which acts horizontally, the wind pressure which acts horizontally towards to touch the surface of the conductor. Therefore, the wind pressure and conductor both are perpendicular in each other. There exists that right angles to each other, that is W suffix W, that is wind pressure, and W plus Wi, that is weight of conductor and ice which is coated on the conductor. Therefore, the phase angle relation between these two things are 90 degrees with each other. The vector sum of W suffix W, that is weight of wind force and weight of the conductor and ice coated conductor, that is the vector sum of W suffix W and W plus Wa is nothing but Wt. Therefore, mathematically we can write the formula, that is Wt is equal square root of W plus Wi whole square plus W suffix W whole square. So here I am given the formula. Therefore, the total weight of the conductor, we can write the formula mathematically, that is W suffix T, the total weight of the conductor, that is equal square root of W plus Wi whole square, that is overall weight of the conductor which acts towards downward direction, and wind force which acts horizontally to touch the conductor. Therefore, the total weight of the conductor W suffix T is equal square root of W plus Wi whole square plus W suffix W square. Next, the important points which are noted in this concept, that is the sag direction is at an angle theta which is measured with respect to vertical, hence the sag is called as slant sag. So because of the weight of the conductor and weight of that ice on the conductor, there exists that sag which is like a slant sag. Therefore, slant sag is nothing but a sag which the sag direction is at an angle theta. So sag is measured with respect to at an angle theta, hence it is called as slant sag. Next, another point is the conductor adjusts itself in a plane which is at an angle theta with respect to vertical direction. Therefore, this angle is given by mathematically tan theta is equal W suffix W divided by W plus Wi. This formula brings from this right angle triangle. In this right angle triangle, here they taken the theta, that means this is opposite side, this is adjacent side, this is hypotenuse side. According to that tan theta formula from this right angle triangle, here tan theta is equal opposite side, that is opposite side means here what is the coordinate, that is w suffix w, that is wind force, w suffix w divided by adjacent side, that is w plus wi. Therefore tan theta is equal w suffix w divided by w plus wi. And here in the previous point, that is slant sag is equal w suffix t of into L square divided by 8t. This is already the formula what we know. Next important point is vertical sag. What is meant by vertical sag? Vertical sag is nothing but product of cosine component of slant sag and product of slant sag and cosine component of sag. Therefore, as slant sag S is the direction at an angle theta with respect to vertical force, the vertical sag is nothing but cosine component of slant sag S. Therefore, we can write the formula mathematically as vertical sag is equal S into cos theta. Next concept is called as factor of safety. What is meant by factor of safety? Because while we are constructing a transmission system between two successive poles, there exists that sag, there exists that slant sag, it is depends upon that an angle theta, and there exists that tan theta component, it is depends upon that plane of the conductor. So factor of safety. So factor of safety is also taken into account while we are constructing the transmission system based upon the two terms like sag and tension. So the sag is allowable while we are constructing a transmission system or distribution system within the minimum level, and tension is also allowable within the safe limit value. Whenever the sag and tension are within the safe limit value, then the factor of safety is in safe manner. Otherwise, the factor of safety is in damaged manner. So, while calculating the sag and tension of any conductor, the factor of safety should be considered. Every conductor has certain ultimate strength to bear the conductor due to that wind force, due to that weight of the conductor, due to that weight of ice which is coated on the conductor. So, every conductor has certain ultimate strength which it can sustain. If tension increases on this conductor due to that increasing of sag beyond the limit value, due to the increasing of tension beyond the limit value, then it loses its mechanical properties and hence mechanical failure of the conductor occurs. This ultimate strength is called as breaking stress. What is meant by breaking stress? Breaking stress is nothing but the ratio of what is meant by factor of safety. Factor of safety is nothing but the ratio of breaking stress to the working stress is called as factor of safety, which is expressed mathematically as capital S suffix F. Therefore, factor of safety SF is equal the ratio of breaking stress to the working stress. Breaking stress is nothing but ultimate strength. Breaking stress is nothing but ultimate strength, and working stress is nothing but allowable working tension capital T. So, whenever there is a ultimate strength for every conductor and there is a ultimate tension for every conductor, the ultimate strength and working tension, if the values are to be in the safe limit values or within the minimum limit values, then the factor of safety is very high for the conductor. It can bear the tension, it can bear that stress, and it can be high reliable, and it can carry that bulk amount of currents. It satisfies that it satisfies that initially mechanical properties, then later it satisfies that electrical properties. Therefore, factor of safety do not have any units, because both of them are expressed in the same units like ultimate strength, allowable working tension T, or breaking stress or working stress. So, it is a dimensionless parameter. What? Factor of safety. Factor of safety is a dimensionless parameter. So, by this here we conclude that this topic with the formula effect of ice and wind pressure, that is Wt is equal square root of W plus W whole square plus W suffix W whole square. Thank you.